today, I'm able to say no to your story.
Start to the new year is motivational speaker, comedian, and Victoria native Isadore Barefield. Sir, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
And as I mentioned, this is a time of year people really want to change in their lives, but I looked up a stat and it said only 10 to 15% of people actually admit to sticking to their resolutions,
Right.
which to me, I'm guessing means even fewer than that really stick to their resolutions. So what mistakes do people make at the beginning of the year or throughout the year that prevent them from achieving their goals?
The main thing that keeps people from achieving their goals is the fact of you have to keep the why you're doing it alive. You have to keep that always going to the forefront of your mind. You don't have to be begged or bugged to watch your favorite TV show. You just have it set in your mind, and you have to say, okay, well, I'm watching it today because of this, and then okay, next week I'll watch it because of that. So you keep that to the forefront of your mind, and that allows you to keep progressing through the steps that you need to. You have to include other people. When I first started college, I quickly realized that I had to get other people involved in what I was doing. How many of y'all were here when Hurricane in 2008? What was that, Hurricane Ike, I believe? Yeah. So that was a time where you had to figure out really quickly how to include other people in what you're doing to figure out where you're going. I was in college, just got out of college. I was staying in an apartment, and I realized that a lot of people didn't have electricity. Some people did, and so my electricity went out in my house. So I would never forget, I went over to the neighbor's house, and literally I was like, hey, how you doing? And they came out and they were like, yes, because I never really spoke to them, so they were just kind of trying to figure out what was I about. And so I spoke to them, we got really cool, and it was maybe 30-minute conversation. And I was like, if you don't mind, please. I know you don't know me that much, but I would really love if you would allow me to put my refrigerated goods in your freezer, because I know you don't know me. And they were like, well, we would have done it had you asked us before. I mean, we were waiting on you. We kind of figured your stuff was going to go. I was like, oh. So sometimes, including other people, sometimes you don't know that people would actually help you. Sometimes you just don't know that people are there to help.
So it's a matter almost of just rewiring the way we think, and it's almost a change of, it's a lifestyle change.
Correct, yeah. It has to be a lifestyle. It's just something you ingrain in your mind of why you're doing it. So many times people do stuff just, hey, this is just the way I am, and it's just, we have to change that. Why are you the way you are, and really be able to hone in on that.
I just heard Isadore speak. He gave an awesome motivational talk about knocking on the door of opportunity and how we should not give up on ourselves. When I heard his message, I immediately felt empowered, and it really got to the heart of things that I needed to hear in my own life.
G stands for gravitate towards your reasons. You have to have a reason to do something. How many of us have been to a good restaurant in a bad neighborhood? Like a very good, as soon as you get in the car, you be like, well, I'm not sure. This is good. This is some good catfish. I'm not sure. Let me see. Let me think about it. Okay, if I don't come back, then you know where I was. So you have a reason to do it. So, and that's what it's all about. You have to have a reason to go through what you're going through. And there was this one place way out there on the north side in the very historical area, very nice area called Greens Point. That Greens Point. So it was a very historical area, and so I would go up there and I would, I call it burritos and bullet holes, because you're gonna get one or the other. You're gonna get so I would always I would order and I would just look. I'm not sure. Okay, so we're gonna order it. Okay, all right, number one. Okay, I gotta hurry. And I just knew that I just stuck to my reason. I said, hey, I'm gonna go to this area, I'm gonna come out. And so that's what life is all about. You have to gravitate towards your reasons. Little you have to observe, because sometimes it's right there.
It's right there in front of us.
Right there in front of you. So,
Do you find that to be the case with a lot of issues in life, that most of the solutions are almost so clear that we pass them by?
right, yeah, it definitely so. Sometimes you're walking around and I can't, my mother used to always get mad at me because she's like, okay, go look for something. And I'm like, okay, I can't find it. And literally be standing right here. It's like, oh, okay. And it was like right in front of me, and I took an hour to look for it, and literally it was right there.
It's when you're looking for your keys and
right,
you're like,
they're in your pocket
Yeah.
all the time.
And that's just how life's problems can be sometimes. It's so obvious, we just don't even notice it.
Right, yes.
All right, well, stay with us. We will continue this conversation right after the break.
Hi, my name is Debbie DeChara, and I had Lunch and Learn today with Isadore, and he talked about the topic of grit and holding on to your dream, and it was such a motivational speech. He really did an excellent job.
And see, all of us have a story. Why we are the way we are, our weight, our economic status, and that's just how we think we've always done. And so today, I'm able to say no to your story. I cannot read. I cannot read. This is the story that I had of myself at the age of 6 years old because of a temporary foster care stay. All of this changed with the power of one no. One no that changed everything. One no that cost me nothing. And the one no that made me into the man I am today. That is the no to failure.
Hi, my name is Treva Felton. I truly enjoyed his motivational speak today. I enjoyed how he came in, had us clapping, had us all participating, and the audience getting involved. I truly love his personal stories of his past experiences. It's very relatable, and I really connected with him in that way. So I really appreciate this motivational speaking.
It's about motivational speakers and what qualities make them so great at speaking and so great at conveying the message.
Yeah, I believe it's just the point of having your story, understanding how does that relate to other people, and truly making sure people understand that you have to believe in yourself. We're taught to believe in everything else but ourselves. And so once you can convey that to people, selling people on themselves, which is a hard thing to do these days.